Anyway, I wanted to watch another Seth video today. Considering we are going to be playing Might and Magic 7 soon, maybe, I figured we can get his video on 7 watched. So that'll be funny. That'll be more of a crack. Yes. Well, I hope your neck lives another day. Here is the video. Is he blessing a Labubu? Praise be Labubu. Amen, B-men, C-men, D-men. Whichever one you prefer. How come people say amen but never B-men? We know why we don't say C-men. Then D-men. Exercising it, ah yes. Oh. Anyway, let's get going. Oh, BGM off first. Boop. There you go. Hey, hey, people. Labubu here.
Hey, hey, people. Sseth here. Pilgrimage. For some, this means visiting the Vatican.
James Rolfe.
Or Mecca. For me, it's replaying my favorite game and subjecting my audience to
casts. Throw junk.
I'm trying to watch a video. Thank you for the junk redeem.
Series of moldy pixels. Might and Magic 7 for Blood and Honor.
The best one, by the way, I think. It's just apparently it was rushed a little bit, but I still think it's the best one.
What it lacks in length and fidelity, it makes up for by the fact that it's better than any psychological Skinner's box released today. There's a lot of party compositions, and technically you could finish the game with anything, but it would be extremely painful. Coincidentally, the default
just take 4 rangers and then you'll have a great time.
is probably also the most complete experience. Behold, my party. We pick Goblin Knight for the smoker's voice.
You have to choose me.
I've never brought a goblin around. Maybe we should bring a goblin, a mind goblin, perhaps, next when we play it.
Sorcerer and a cleric, so we can actually have fun. And my thief is simply a product of socioeconomic condition. Emerald Island is the tutorial zone, which you can never return to, which is a shame because it has one of my favorite tracks.
It grates on you after a while.
I use the GOG copy of Might and Magic 7. By pure muscle memory, I start torrenting before remembering that I own it legally and in real life.
Buy it now, it's like £4 on GOG. Do it. I dare you.
Use Greyface's patch for Might and Magic 7 to stretch for widescreen resolution, rearrange the UI, and give us mouse look.
I prefer the non-widescreen 4:3.
Convenience for me is a necessity for you. You're not going to survive the arrow keys. Lord Markham's treasure hunt is the basis of our adventure. He wants to pawn off the shitty town of Harmondale in the middle of contested territory between Arathia and Tularia, which both sides believe rightfully belongs to them. We'll need several items. A red potion.
A perfect mix.
A seashell, which you can find stashed to the north. It's tradition for me to do none of the fighting, as I lure dragonflies to kill half the town. This time, I keep Mr. Malwick alive. His associates will have a favor to collect on in the future. It's a lot more fun this way. As for rigging the contest, we don't really need the wand, but it's useful later on. A hat, which you can trade for a red potion from Brent, a mentally challenged adventurer who can't make his own. A floor tile, which you get from the Temple of the Moon, along with getting ambushed by another adventurer for your hat, who is also mentally challenged, because there's one in the drawer right behind him. A longbow, which you find on the floor of the Dragon's Cave, along with the missing contestants, and possibly a dead party member if you're not fast enough.
Let's get out of here.
And a musical instrument.
You can kill that dragon. In fact, I've only done it once, but if you just strafe around it and shoot it, you can get it, and then just farm its body for good loot. But that's cheese. That's like not just cheese. That's like gorgonzola, blue gorgonzola, grilled on the barbecue.
Wait, what? 500 gold? We'd love to pay you. But I have a different idea. Originally, I was going to lure her out of town with Alex Jones screaming and take it by force. But it turns out you can pickpocket by pressing control. I killed her anyway. Locating the missing contestants and completing the treasure hunt gets us a lot of experience, but we need
XP.
just a little more.
I did it.
I love XP.
We've been on this island for so long, my party is starting to go insane.
We may have a problem with this one.
A worthy opponent? Whoa.
For a normal player, this is when you leave, or you can sequence break your entire experience.
Huh?
Buff yourself with the Day of the Gods and Fire Resistance Shrine, and go back into the cave.
He's
then
doing
we
it.
spend the next 20 minutes kiting a red dragon, as we chip away at its health bar. Fun fact, endgame monsters such as dragons and titans.
He hasn't turned off tinting. There's an option in the options. Yeah, that makes sense. To like color monsters fully like that. And I don't think it's supposed to look like that.
Have a chance of multi-looting. You click the body, you get items, and it doesn't disappear. And if it does, you just reload. After
Gorgonzola.
save scumming for several minutes, I have enough artifacts and equipment to completely spoil my enjoyment of the game.
Ooh,
So
wouldn't go
we
that
throw
far.
them into the
Yeah.
ocean. Taikisha becomes a victim of racial profiling and is banned from every store. We train
Oops.
to level 5 and set off to Harmondale.
Welcome aboard!
Yippee!
But first, I have obligations to a client that pays invoices 3 months late. Because I'm not a bug chaser, I'm a bag chaser, and I'm addicted to the jingle of coin. Warning, under 18s may currently be watching this video. To verify that you're above 18, please open your mouth in front of your webcam. Good. Now, move closer and smile for the camera, Goyim. Thanks to new online regulations, scenes like these are happening all over the world. You could be next. That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and courage to be free. Download ExpressVPN.
Is ExpressVPN actually good? Should I get it? Chat. Should I get it?
What's a VPN? Well, let's check Wikipedia.
Uh-oh. You did have naughty.
Okay, let me just enter my driver's license, social security number, and Costco membership. Just need to submit these and submit my entire identity on a silver platter to every single website I log into. Because nothing says protecting the kids like forcing them to build their own perfect database to train AI deepfakes. What could
Nice.
possibly go wrong? So how about we just don't do that? There we go. ExpressVPN works by routing all of your online traffic through a secure encrypted tunnel. Any identifying information, most importantly your location, will now come from the endpoint of this tunnel. So if your connection doesn't allow you to see the content you want, you can use ExpressVPN to move that connection to.
As Seth has said, all of his ads are a complete fabrication. Do not listen to a single word he says. I don't know. I heard that VPNs can be good. I've not really dabbled in them, but maybe it's time.
One of 105 countries where you can. Find out how you can get 4 months free by scanning the QR code on screen, clicking the link in the description box below, or by going to expressvpn.com/Sseth. Despite being the newly made Lords of Harmondale, our own people treat us like dirt.
Need
Yeah.
a new weapon? Thanks for nothing, moneybags.
The nerve.
It's worth visiting every house in town. Everyone has something to say, a quest to give, or skills to train.
I love
Additionally, you can hire
quests.
NPCs. These can enhance your abilities or compensate for a lack of them. Officer, he's reaching! That was a close one. Generally, if they have a name, they can be interacted with. Unless they're called Peasant. This is a default name, like a fantasy version of Muhammad. Say it in public, and 20 people turn around. First order of business, we need to talk to our geriatric butler.
It doesn't look too bad in here.
It seems our castle is overrun with goblins, and it's time to evict them. And now, we draw straws for who gets
Always eat apples that you randomly find in dungeons. We were saying that on the stream the other day, where you just find food in bags on the floor. Like, I maybe wouldn't eat those unless you want worms up inside you.
gets to pick through the garbage.
I think I'm getting sick.
Ooh.
The castle is still a dump.
Was that a gnome? Ooh. Ooh.
We're too incompetent to fix it, so we have to ask the dwarves for help. Along the way, we find out Darren's brother Elrond has disappeared. They were planning to trade Magic the Gathering cards, but as his brother plays a blue control deck, he is a social pariah and has taken up residence with the troglodytes in a cave to the south. We find no trace of him, only a deck of cards and his dead body. I guess we'll never truly know. Nearby, we can find the Arbiter, who
He might be all right. He might have made it out.
acts as diplomatic mediator between the factions. More importantly, he can replace quest items without asking what I did to the last one. Before we proceed, we need promotions. Any skill in white can be trained. Any skill in yellow needs a promotion to attain, and those in red are restricted by your class. We could pursue anything, but personally, I hate walking. I want to fly and defecate openly on people's heads. To this end, we have to go to the worst area in the game, Bracada Desert. Nothing is reachable except by teleporter. Everything is a platforming nightmare, and there's a wishing well in town that only grants a single wish. Death.
I am so
Yay! My
dead.
favorite.
For the sorcerer promotion, we need to build a golem. Unfortunately, the eBay seller has misdelivered all the parts and offers no refund. We have to track them all down from the bill of sale. Now,
An annoying quest, that one. Especially if you want to get everyone promoted early. Because you got to go everywhere.
naturally, none of this is explained to you. Also, the chest contains a faulty head, which will cause the golem to go berserk. So let's go get the real one. Next stop is Barrow Downs, another area that sucks. Ghosts cause artificial aging.
Ghosts! They're not that bad. Come on. These things, gogs are worse because they blow up if you punch them.
Dogs explode on death.
Yeah.
And I failed to disarm the next chest.
Oopsie.
Oops.
Good thing I have insurance. Next is Tatalia. I meant to have water walking to reach this island, but that's skill points I don't want to spend.
Oh. Oops.
Though you have been defeated, death is not your fate today.
I'm starting to think disarm trap expert might not be
Always
enough. Okay,
pump
I got humbled.
disarm.
Water walking is a necessity for Vtuber shipment. I got murked by the water elemental several times
They
and
are
had to reload.
painful.
But it's all worth it, because the last two shipments are in Deja.
Whoa.
We trail around town to avoid a restraining order,
Green.
slaughter some harpies, and get our remaining parts. We assemble our golem.
Wait, what?
A restraining order, slaughter some harpies, and get our remaining.
Nice pose. Don't think that's how golems work, but yeah. Anyone played Quap?
Remaining parts. We assemble our golem and turn our sorcerer into a wizard. Now
Green
we're
is
traversing in
good.
style. You don't have to do it in this order, but it makes our other promotions easier. For Knight to Cavalier, we have to clear out a haunted house in Barrow Downs, during which Rogan develops a fluoride stare. Unfortunately, the only person who can cure paralysis is currently paralyzed, so I have to reload. For Thief into Rogue, to even be able to talk to our quest giver, we need to fight past British teenagers.
Yay!
Inside the rankest septic tank sewer
That's what you get.
gutter. And then, we need to pay Lord Markham a visit and dash out with his antique vase. This is widely considered to be one of the hardest first promotions,
Yeah,
which
it's a
can also be
pain.
completed in under 12 seconds.
I would always just save edit the vase into my bags because going in there is just not fun. But when we do it, we'll probably do it legitimately because you got to. Now that we're older and wiser.
And finally, for Cleric to Priest, we need to find the navigational map to Evermorn Islands.
Sorry.
With everyone promoted, now's a good time to visit the Warlocks and learn Master Water Magic.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they're only accessible through a set of shitty tunnels under Stone City. Beholders put you to sleep and make you insane.
You can either make a run for it or learn invisibility first, but that's...
Lost casts. Flashbang. Lost casts. CQC.
I lived. Thanks for that.
And Minotaur Lords have a chance to cause instant death. We're not even going to
Yay!
try
My favorite kind of death.
fighting them right now. Instead, we go invisible and sneak past them. Mind the hitboxes. Even a light brush against a frenulum is game over for us. Town Portal is a major convenience for getting around, which is why the trainer has to be located in the most inconvenient location.
I always try and get that early, but it's a pain in the neck. Rased says, I'll get you next time, Gadget. Will you? Good luck.
In the game. As our party is geared and skilled up, we can proceed with the story.
Nice.
Oh, what a waste of time.
Unfortunately, Taikisha is arrested for an unpaid parking ticket and we go to prison. A year later, we've served our sentence and can finally talk to the king. It seems his dwarves went off to romance the Medusas, who didn't take kindly to the advances of our short kings, turning them into stone. Everyone we need to rescue is on the top level, and we never actually have to interact with a single Medusa. However, sabotaging the elevator suspension is still free XP. We return our manlets to the king. He sends out his engineers and advises us to watch our backs. As the first lords of Harmondale that aren't completely incompetent, we're forced into politics. The castle may be fully repaired, but now it's occupied by vultures. Araphia and Avli are at war, and they've sent for ambassadors to try and forge an alliance. Humans currently hold the border, which the elves claim was stolen during the Timber Wars. Neither of them recognize my legitimate claim to the land, as collector of several knickknacks on a remote island. Because of this, we're going to play both sides.
Yeah,
Queen Catherine wants us
always.
to extract her spy before he's executed, while King Parson wants the floor plans to Fort Riverstride. Budget cuts and austerity have hit the military, as you'll be hacking through elves armed with branches and women armored from head to toe, but nothing in between. As the war is ongoing, these quests are timed. In a month's time, they'll call for a ceasefire. Both will go pray at the Wailing Wall in Bracada, and everything goes back to usual. You can choose to screw over each side by asking the king for a lookalike and the queen for a fake set of blueprints. However, this grants less experience, and prior to the patch, none at all. Bizarrely, you can also choose to screw someone over, feel bad about it, confess to their leader, and get executed. Which has no impact on your ability to make small talk with the king. And now we wait around, gawking at the caked-up elven peasants. Hate to see him go, love to watch him leave. I don't want to go back to jail, so our next best option to advance the story is spend a few months training. When we get back, Judge Grey has a heart attack. As Lords of Harmondale, we reserve a right to choose his successor. This is where the game branches off, so...
I've never done Evil Path. Maybe that we should do Evil Path. But then again, I've never finished Good Path either, so... Hey, what's his saves called? Sneed, Dragon killed Emma before Betray faction. They're kind of not that interesting save names. I'm sorry, Seth. Thumbs down.
I recommend saving beforehand. Judge Fairweather represents the Wizards of Bracada and successfully negotiates a peace treaty between Araphia and Avli.
Nice.
Judge Spleen represents the Necromancers of Deja and lets our sorcerer do all the talking.
I don't want to see him kissing goblins, or if you catch him in bed with a goblin. He's going to have babies with a goblin. He's going to marry a goblin.
Understandably, this leads to all-out war, but a lot of fresh bodies for our new allies. Welcome to the Path of Dark. The pit is a fire hazard of winding corridors. Homeowners Association would have a word about this.
Magma. Do you prefer lava or magma? What's your preference? Post in the comments. We like to hear about your magma lava preferences. Both are pretty hot.
Goblin grub good.
But hey, we have much more charming residents. Uncle Baz looking rough since he sprained that ankle. Good thing we've got the NHS. We need to see Archibald, which is more difficult than it sounds, because if I follow the guard's instructions, I'll accidentally enter a restricted area and get torn to pieces. For our initiation, we have to reach the end of a shithole. I can't decide what's worse, kiting 24 behemoths in a corridor, or getting jump scared by a trap that's 20 decibels louder than anything else in the game. Colloquially known as the Waffle House that never sleeps.
I'm startled. Thoroughly startled.
To complete the breeding zone in a single try, as leaving will reset the area.
Nice.
It's worth the suffering, because we get access to dark magic. Or so I thought.
Members only.
Time for our second promotions. For Cavalier to Black Knight, we have to rob the Elven Treasury. For Priest into Priest of Dark, we have to deface the altar in the Temple of the Sun. Both completely trivial. For Rogue to Assassin, we have to assassinate Lady Carmine, a diplomat who defected to the Wizard's Court. There's a horde of angels between her, so we have to go invisible. On a way there, I get distracted.
Welcome.
Does it wear off?
As Taikisha goes for Vroid, I realize she's a friendly NPC and accidentally talk to her instead.
Oopsie.
Oops. It's time to leave, but
Hi, how you doing? Stab. Oh.
as Celeste is in the sky, all we have to do is jump. All that's left is the main reason for going dark, transforming our wizard into a lich. The ritual requires a soul jar as our phylactery, and we're all out, but there's a stolen shipment stashed inside the walls of mist. We get no experience from fighting here, so it's best to go invisible.
It's only polite. Yeah, you can't just stab and run. You gotta, you know, follow etiquette. Don't go ooh at that. What did I ooh at?
This gives us a narrow.
I mean, the soul jars. Soul jars are good, though. I mean, when you're not using it, you can just put it in there. And when you are using it, you can put all manner of things in your soul jar.
Time window between puzzle solving and staring at the backsides of genies. Pain is temporary. Lichdom is forever. And if you become a girl lich, you get pretty pink princess eyes instead.
Yippee!
The forbidden pickle jar must never be consumed or thrown away. Attempt to do so, and you'll quickly find out why. Just as we finish our promotions, we get a letter from an old friend. Niall Stanley, Mr. Malwick's employer, has come to collect on his favor. He wants
Better than SOLE jar for sure. I don't want to know what that's used for.
us to steal a tapestry from Castle Gloaming. Doing this is a horrible idea, as it locks me out of story progression for at least a year of game time. But if I don't comply in a month's time, he's going to send starving adventurers and malnourished goblins to attack Harmondale. This isn't even a threat. It's an invitation to a good time. So we let the timer tick down and watch as my golem solos the entire raid. We celebrate by
golem.
giving our goblin so many BBLs. She becomes the living ship of Theseus, with no original parts. Is she still Nicki Minaj, or simply an automaton animated by cellulite? It's worth doing the other promotions, if not for the experience alone, then to see what kind of bullshit you have to survive for the other classes, which include basic cryptography, for which you have to bust out the pen and paper, the hardest promotion in the game, which forces you to visit the endgame land of the giants to steal a dragon egg, and of course, kidnapping a child for Bill Gates. What can I say? I walked, so Epstein could run. All that's left is to finish the story. After deactivating the teleporter shield,
No! What was that?
could run. All that's left is to finish the story. After
Flashbacks to Darkmoor Castle that we did a couple of days ago. I hope these aren't as bad in 7 as they are in 6. Floating all over the place and making you crazy and sucking your buffs out through your face or whatever. They're not as bad in this. Good. Can't wait.
deactivating the teleporter shielding from Clanker's laboratory, retrieving a new shipment of soul jars, and rejoining the 2 altar pieces from the Temple of Light and Dark, Archibald's advisors stage a coup and overthrow him. Time for some quick lore.
Isles of Terror.
These are the adventurers from Might and Magic free Isles of Terra, whose starship was thrown off course and crash-landed on Enroth, at which point the group had a schism. Resurrectra, Sir Canahem, and Craghack left for the court of Gavin Magnus, while Castor, Darkshade, and Sir Maximus joined the Necromancers in Deja. Both have very different plans, but the same objective. The Oscillation Overthruster aboard the Lincoln, but we need a control cube to get in, which only they possess.
Hey.
Every character listed is someone's precious OC, so for the upcoming assassination, we have to act like Robert the Wise and Tolberti were just there all along.
Ooh.
Avoiding this boss fight is the single solitary reason for having a thief, as we may simply pinch the control cube from his pocket. But
Yoink.
I want his blicky, which is more complicated, as he can eradicate 2 people at once with a single attack. However,
joy.
Grandmaster Protection from Magic is completely busted and required for this encounter. Like an
Nice.
ancestral memory from the drive-bys of my forefathers, simply touching the Glock awakens primordial knowledge of how to use it.
We might be getting
Visions
that
of
today.
7-Eleven stores and Indian gas station attendants swim across my psyche. The barrel cries out to me. It says,
Ooh.
point me at a pregnant mother. Afterwards,
Right.
Castor sends us to kill Xenofex and destroy the local devil cluster. Along the way, with the help of his brother, we rescue Roland Iron.
Wait, I thought Roland was deceased. We found a letter from him in 6, like, oh, if I'm wasting away here, these are my last words. He's not? Oh, okay. He was just missing. Okay. We found like a cage that he was in or something. I guess he made it out all right.
Fist, but not before enjoying the view. As thanks for saving her husband, Queen Catherine pardons Archibald and exiles him to Clanker's laboratory.
Nice.
DoorDash arrives twice a week, and if he doesn't eat his greens, he doesn't get pudding. Finally, we have to board the Lincoln.
Poor Archibald. We might have to... Where is he?
Twice a week, and if he doesn't eat...
There he is. Nice mustache. I'm quite envious of that mustache. It is grandiose and colossal. It's not really colossal.
His greens, he doesn't get pudding. Finally, we have to board the Lincoln. Luckily, the environmental wetsuits come in child size for our dwarf. Unluckily, this area sucks, and a ship filled with one-shotting Terminators is even worse.
Ooh. Zap.
Castor restores...
Last time anyone's seen him in 6, he was fighting Kriegans, so assuming he was dead wasn't too crazy. Yeah. Kriegans are actually pretty weak compared to a lot of the other creatures with 4, so surprising that they put up so much of a fight.
The Heavenly Forge, which he uses to 3D print a billion guns and chimp out. Originally, this was the canonical ending, which would explain the appearance of a Forge faction in the upcoming expansion to Heroes Free. People didn't like it because it's sci-fi. I didn't like it because it looked shit. The canon ending is we reactivate the gate system to reach Web Station 5 and access other worlds seeded by the entrance in the Spinward Rim, many of which are isolated and unknown to the devils. So that's Might and Magic 7, 26 years old, and still as good as the day it released. There's a myriad of guides and resources, which is partially why I never explained very much. The other reason being that I got tired, and I didn't feel like doing it. Each time I feel anxious about a video, I look at this picture of a divorced mother of 3 and immediately feel better, because whatever I'm going through, she's got it 10 times worse. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned.
Your gold is safe with us.
A warm thanks to the many members of a Merchants Guild, generously funding and bankrolling these videos. To play you out, here is Paul Anthony Romero, the game's composer.
This man is more legendary than the game itself sometimes. You like him. Go subscribe to him too. Do it now. Or I will complain to HR. Okay, I'm getting a bit wild. Forgive me. My moves are too dynamic for you, adventurer. Oh, that's a good one. Calm down, sir. That's hot. Jazzy. Well, not jazzy, but baroque, maybe. I don't know. My music knowledge is not good. Enjoy, everybody. I'm not going to stop it. He got me.
Casts costume. Sarafu.
What have you done to me? The hell is this one? Well, this is my uniform for when I need to go get educated. So I'm very unsmart, you see. My IQ is only 7.9 and a half. And unfortunately, when you have that low an IQ, you have to wear this special educational outfit to try and increase it. A year ago, I was at 6.7, so I've seen some improvement. Finn, that was amazing. I feel like... have I seen this one before? I think he re-uploaded it, but this one feels different. I don't know, but either way, that was really cool. This is the short bus of clothing. Oh, what do you mean by that? You're very offensive. I'm gonna tell my mama. Mama gonna punch you. Anyway, here it is. Whee! I've got socks on. He also has a different MM7. Yeah, I tried looking for the old one, but I could only find this one. Has he deleted the old one? Or am I just bad at Google Foo? Okay. I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go to the lavatory.